Oh, you know what? I just moved all your mods out of my mod folder because I was having issues with my server and thought that would fix it. Oh man. And you got like a million mods in your thing.
Got a few. Hey guys, welcome back to UMRV. We are harvesting up sunflowers yet again. And today I am a little short-handed. I've got myself, and I think Spectre might be making his way in here at some point. He's got to wrangle up some mods that he moved around. But it's okay. It's all good. Doughboy may show up. I don't know. He was working off of a 26-hour shift, I think he said. So I think he got done. I saw him post some messages in Discord around 2 in the afternoon, and I told him to go to bed. He woke up for the stream. That was cool. If not, it's even better. He's asleep, and I haven't heard from Rubber Burner. So it's going to work up the
All
sunflowers.
right, let me see what happens here.
What's up, Mark? Hey, Frank. How you doing?
Jay's becoming quite the mod fixer over there.
Oh, did he? What's genetic fixing now?
He fixed my favorite sprayer.
Did he put the fancy spray add-on thing in it?
He did.
Does it work good?
We'll be testing it on a multiplayer server very, very soon.
Hey, Dakota. Hey,
It
Joseph.
took us a little bit, but we got to figure it out.
Oh, we're not falling apart. We just got some things going on.
And see, now Spectre knows how to do it, so you're good.
Uh-oh. Spectre and GE really does concern me. Did you fix Mark's crane?
Yes, it did. I thought he might be using one from his other buddy.
Oh, no. He says at Genetic J Gaming. Awesome. Work on the crane. I, I sent I sent him a link to that mod as a pseudo joke because I knew it was one of his favorite Russian track trucks, and it had a crane on it, and I could just imagine the fun he would have in first person trying to do that crane. I sent a link to him and said, "Hey, check this out." And next thing you know, he's all over it. He's like, "Oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever." Hey, country girl, how you doing? What do y'all think of the? Have y'all had a chance to play with the Black Sheep excavator? Messed with that a little bit earlier tonight. If I had joysticks, I think it would be a hoot. Mouse, it's a little bit cumbersome. ATS safety. just check. And I think... Uh-oh, there he is. There he is. Also while we're waiting, also in very big news, the much awaited Oakfield is out, but everyone probably already knows about that. Or appear to get. Alright, I'm up here at the top part of 2. Are there 2 harvesters down there at 1?
I'm in one at 1 now.
Is there another one over there?
There is.
Alright, I'll come to you. Bring you over to empty it. I thought that I might need to try to figure out how to remap controls, because I kept wanting to use the one control, which is right now set to rotate the whole unit. I kept wanting to use that to move the arm out and in, but the default is to have that mapped to a different mouse button. So I kept rotating when I wanted to extend. It's not. Where is the truck? See the truck? Oh, is the truck down here? Yeah, the truck's down here. Alright. So, Mark, did you figure out where that blue thing came from? Oh, you started it for me.
Yeah, I was just gonna go on that one, but I realized this one was in the way, so.
Alright, I'm gonna go on the outside on the other way around, because I don't know if you would be able to get all the way around over one tank.
I was gonna split this field in half and just right where the little valley is there, I was gonna just come straight across, do
Okay.
half a field at a time. Except I'm almost full now.
I see that. Were you partly full when you started?
Not that I remember.
Okay, because I'm only at 10%. Hey, Anthony, how are you doing?
I'm gonna need gas too at some point.
I'll empty you, then I'll get you gas.
Better stop now, lest I ruin any more crop, huh?
I'm coming.
Oh, no problem.
Perfect. Look at that. Right on the money. Well, Mark, I look forward to seeing you use the crane. That ought to be quite entertaining. Hopefully, the camera's a pretty decent angle. All right, I'm bringing fuel.
Awesome. Is it close by, you think?
No, I left it way across the other side of the map. It was a present for someone to find parked in the middle of the road, but obviously that's not going to happen.
Oh, did you leave that there for Doughboy to find?
Yeah. Oh, where is the church? Well. You know what I need to do? Rockhound released that his new version of this POW truck, didn't he?
Thought I heard that. What did he change?
He added a third axle and made the whole frame a little longer, so it works better with these AR frames.
Oh, cool.
Need to swap that out on the server so it looks right. Oh, where are we at? Where are we at? Did I overload my power? No. Why do you think I overloaded my power? Because I was stuck there with the fuel tank? This fuel tank in this map, for some reason, they don't like each other. When you exit and come back, the fuel tank is often like half buried in the ground. It's kind of stuck down in the ground.
I've noticed it with that tanker on, it was doing that same thing to me on, I already forgot the last map we were playing. I would set it by the compost master and leave it there to fill it, and I'd come back and there'd be one leg underground.
Alright, I got fuel. Where are you at?
I'm in the back finger there. could just leave it there. I'm not that desperate.
No, it's more fun flying around the map. Hey, Frank. Oh, not much. We're just having ourselves some fun here. Seeing how fast we can drive in first person. Not completely crash. Apparently this tank may do that on lots of maps. Joseph said it did it to him on Spectacle Island. I didn't see it. The only other place I used...
That was Don Diego we just finished. That's the map that was giving me problems with that tank.
Got to push the talk. Joseph said it was doing it to him on Spectacle Island too. Oh, he also the new version also the guy doesn't have the floating hat.
Thanks for the fuel.
Oops. Oh, there we go. It's all good. That. And we're back to harvesting. It's going to get dark soon. The camera weird on it.
Weird on what?
I was responding to Genetic J's chat comment about fixing the camera while he's in there, while Kerbo's in there working on something. The camera on that there's a weird camera angle on that new Black Sheep excavator. It's kind of over the up high over the arm. I don't know how useful that is. Seems a little weird, but maybe it's more useful when you've actually got something hooked up to it. I see Spectre needs unloading again. Let's go get in that. Thankfully, This class is the first thing that's picked when you go to that vehicle selector menu. Here I come. Oh no, Frank, that's awful. I've heard about the flu be pretty bad this year. Everybody in our family or in our house has managed to avoid it.
Here.
Just in time. Well, almost had a crash there. That there, because I'm going to run over here and get my stir. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. We got a nice little view of the river there. Town on the other side of the river from up here. So you're not on Don Diego now?
Now we're playing the Spanish map, the Cantabria Infinite or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Talking about that now. Oh, it is the Spanish map.
I like it.
Lots of production.
It's what I like.
Joseph asked if we've seen the new Bud TV ad. You seen the new Bud ad? It's I think it's posted up on YouTube. There's a couple of them, kind of early Super Bowl preview.
I have not, but I will check it out.
Yeah, I think they're going for like a theme. It's kind of a medieval theme. That's it. They got like 3 or 4 ads, I think. They all are on the same theme, but they are all a little different. So they kind of, I guess if you watched them all in order, they would kind of tell a little story. Oh, apparently it's also running on the pre-rolls. Joseph saw it, jumped into the stream.
So does that story get continued during the Super Bowl with some of their commercials, or?
I think they're just getting early view time of their Super Bowl ads. It costs so darn much now. Hey, Alien Jim, how you doing? See Spectacle Island just got updated. Oh, that is funniness there, Mark. That is some funniness. I really am not a big fan of this burnt, dead sunflower color.
Yeah, it's really hard to see, isn't it?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. Just working one of the mini fields here on UMRV, trying to get our harvest in before the end of harvest season. Then we are going to move over to another cool project that we've been talking about for what seems like months. I would think, Frank, you'd find big bud tractors in the Midwest. The U.S., Iowa, Indiana, maybe Ohio, Missouri, Nevada, Minnesota. I know you wouldn't see one here.
YouTube.
What's that?
There's a video on YouTube of a tractor auction where they have two big buds that they're auctioning off, and it's somewhere in Idaho, I think.
I got the overloader right here to your right, around the corner. I don't know if Alien Jim's still watching or not. I'm curious how long he worked on Spectacle Island. Just from the standpoint of, it seems like we've had a lot of island maps pop up as of late. And I'm kind of, I guess most of them, or probably all of them, were in co-development.
Anybody know how many big buds there are?
They were probably in co-development for a long time without anybody being aware of
what do you mean in total in the world?
Of them being developed.
Yeah, they made more than, the two, so.
Well, the 747 is supposedly a one-off, truly an original. But like the 450, that's like a production thing. I suspect there's thousands, tens thousands. Maybe the Wikipedia would know. Alright, well, if it's too hard to see, let's jump into tomorrow. Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
I figured it was taking, I figured it took a while. Maps do take a while. I just found it interesting that, over the last maybe month and a half, it seems like we've seen 4 or 5 island-based maps crop up. Alright, I'm gonna have to hide your screen for a second. Back. And it's morning almost. And we're back. Oh. That thing's full now.
Man, with this texture, it's not much better.
No, but at least we got sun, right?
Right.
Well, and I guess this truck's going to be full soon. Yep. All right. Oh, a tight little yard here. Bringing a semi-trailer in here to unload. Yep. Let's go over. Yep. Putting grain in the bin. Guys, you can't warp through here and see the grain fall through. That'd be cool. Hey, unloading this grain bin just makes me think about when I was a kid, all the truckloads of grain I unloaded and basically babysat the auger and the tractor PTO running it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down there with the man in the tractor watching the throttle and watching the grain go in the hopper. Starting up the truck and tipping the bed back a little bit more every time, as it needed to. Making sure you didn't overfill the hopper, making sure you didn't run it empty and stuff. What I really like is all the
That
details.
was in Maryland.
Yeah. What I really like are all the details you put into the the road of death, the trail of death or whatever, and the cars that would fallen over.
What did you guys grow?
We had corn, soybeans, wheat. Then we did Timothy grass and alfalfa grass, and obviously straw. That was basically it. We didn't have animals to care for. Sold a bunch of hay to horse people.
How many acres?
I really don't know that detail. It's like 400, 300, something like that. I don't know how many we actually farmed because we had our own farm, and then we worked some other farms. I don't know if we leased the land or basically just the owners that didn't farm it themselves basically said that we could farm it or whatever. But some farms that really didn't have anybody that actively lived there other than just some renters renting out a farmhouse. We also farmed. I saw the update. It said that the farmhouse now had windows. I suspect that'll help it look better when it's when the farmyard is cleaned up. That the farmhouse has windows in it. The holy grail of cleaning up the farm and you get a nice new house. That would be super awesome. Oh no, cows go moo. You were doing so good by just playing on Goldcrest. Now you've got like 3 or 4 maps again. Here I come. Alright, Doughboy woke up to like the stream and now he's going back to sleep. Oh, sorry about that little cough there. Got a little drink and it went down the wrong hole.
Maybe I'll try going around the field the right way this time.
So your pipe's out?
Yep. Make it look like I know what I'm doing.
I'm sure for most of this field, you probably felt like you were doing it by yourself.
No, I just am unorthodox sometimes with the way I do fields.
Yeah, the Goldcrest farm looks weird because you got this huge house. Then I swear, if you were a farmer and you had that house, you wouldn't be having just 3 fields. You'd own half the county. You'd have a ton of animals. You'd have a ton of ranch hands and everything. But yeah, the Goldcrest Valley farm really looked weird. All right, Frank, you go kick that flu.
You want to do up and down with GPS now, or what?
We don't have too much left. Probably have about 4 passes.
All right.
All right, 46%. Hopefully I've got enough to go up and back again. Hey, the drone, how are you doing? I would say pretty much everybody in here probably has Farm Sim 17 drone. Frank wants me to tell you good night for him.
Thank you, Frank. Good night.
Oh my goodness. I guess you got one on, I guess you got console, PC, and 2 PCs? Or do you have you have both consoles? That was well choreographed. What do they say, Alien Jim? Always go with your first guess, right? It's right most of the time. All right, let's see where else we have. Oh, we got. Oh, we're not done. We got that big hunk over off to the side still. And we got that big hunk up there by field 2.
You thought we were done?
Yeah, I thought we were done.
Yeah, just want to take a break, that's all.
Well, I didn't know how much you were able to get done while I was gallivanting around the map.
That's too funny. After that, are we gonna have to speed up time to make some fuel to pop up into harvest stage?
Let's see here. We got 30. We got 30 left to harvest after this.
Right, I think
We only have one more today and tomorrow game day, and then we will be in another transition. I got GPS now. Oh, you never know, cows go moo. They might do something completely different, and they might open up mods more to consoles, and you might not be able to free up your addiction. All right, let's see if we smack. I think we're gonna miss. Did you come over to the side or something?
No.
It's in a little bit. Oh.
You missed on both sides. What's your wood set at?
I just readjusted it. Now it's set at 12.2. You know what this header is supposed to be?
I don't, but I copied your course and my wood's at 13.6 now, so I know that's wrong.
Alright, yeah, copy it again. Hey Chris, how you doing? Yeah, one thing I hope they do is, this whole slot thing for console seems a little weird. Hope they're able to deal with, I guess, slots. I don't know if that's their way of dealing with memory, or keeping performance up on consoles, but it just seems weird.
Bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to come back, and then we'll double up each direction, as opposed to crossing.
For some reason, the cruise control isn't working for me, but that's all right.
I'll
Another
see.
number 3 key.
Yeah, see if your cruise control is set to like 0. Sometimes I get in something and the speed will be set to 0. Oh, looks like Mark's got to do a little work today. Oh, let's go. There we go. I remember you telling that story, I think, over on Three Dudes. What's the rate of double free? That's what I'll pay you, Mark. Pay you the double rate of free times 2.
Yeah, what's really funny is Genetic was just over in my multiplayer server, and we were talking about seeing a Farm Sim 13 video game in the video game store, saying, who would ever play that? It looks boring. It's like watching the paint dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could remember saying that. Farm Sim looks like a boring game.
Guess it's as boring as you make it. Now, if it didn't have mods, it'd be a bit more boring. Oh, I need pay you in dangerous mod. Oh, I can keep you fed in dangerous mods. That won't be too hard. I'll be sure to pick out the most obscure and questionable material. Shouldn't take long. Yeah, I got mine off of Steam, but I get the DLCs directly from Giant's website. So I kind of do a hybrid. That does mean that I have to kind of keep track of my own install keys, but I'm a little anal about that, so it's not really a big deal. Alright. We're making pretty short work of it now.
Are we? Are we close?
Yeah, we're almost done this side. You'd think we planned this all out because Field 30, which is also ready to harvest, is corn. So we already got the headers on.
We'll have to figure out where we left those grain headers before Mark gets back on. Or not Mark, but Doughboy.
There's one up here. I think we left the others down by the sheep. You know how cold it's supposed to get for you? Talking like low teens, 12.
Not really. Not really. I didn't think it was supposed to be that bad, but it was pretty darn windy out there today, though, I can tell you that much.
Were you out in it?
No, we just went out to lunch, but it was pretty windy at that time. I looked on a map and you're not actually that far from me. I thought you were farther.
Oh no. Probably just 2 hours ish. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's probably right. I don't want to give away too many secrets here, but yeah, that's about right.
That's fine. 2-hour radius is still pretty big. Burger King, Skittles. So Casco-Moo's got quite the dinner. He's working himself some Burger King, some Skittles, and a nice glowing Mountain Dew to wash it all down.
All he needs is a few Hostess Twinkies to top it off, and he's in good shape.
How about some, what are those, my youngest calls them those swirly cakes. They're Swiss rolls. That's what you need, Swiss rolls.
Ho-hos.
I got him on Swiss rolls. He loves those things. Thankfully, they come in packs of 2, and he doesn't know any better. So he thinks that when he has a Swiss roll, he has to share one with me. But he only ends up eating half of one.
I like the chocolate wafer peanut butter cookie things, whatever they call them. Nutty Buddies, maybe? I could slam those like they're going out of style.
Chocolate wafer? And peanut butter in the middle?
No. It's a thing. Little Debbie makes them and stuff. It's a wafer cookie with peanut butter in the middle. It's got chocolate around it.
Nutty bars.
Yeah.
Don't even act like you don't know what nutty bars are.
I think I know. I'm not into the wafer cookie thing.
Yeah, I'm not either. Nutty buddies are an exception.
You're gonna need to empty.
I bet I could get this little sliver that's left.
At 92%?
Well, we'll see how much I fill when you leave here. I've got 8% to give, right?
Yep, anything over 8% and you spillage.
I fail, huh?
Oh my. Wrong button. Go. Casco-Moo said he had a friend in high school that would unwrap the Swiss roll and lick the filling, then eat the cake part.
Oh, everybody does that. Come on.
You're probably also one of those that separates the Oreo.
Alright, I'm at 9%. You were right. Hostess Suzy Q's.
How many ways can you package sugar?
It's not even sugar anymore. It's all corn syrup.
Doesn't that end up boiling down to some type of sugar?
No, it does, but supposedly the sugar is healthier for you than the corn syrup.
Hey, Farmer Boy Dylan, how are you doing? Oh, can you see chat?
can.
Calsco Moo left you a good one.
Alrighty. Gotta be careful with that one.
How much more you got up there?
A sliver. You going to going to 4?
2. Got a pretty big hunk up at 2. I think this flap would cover the bin entirely, but no. Seriously, this pipe is ridiculously long. How much more do we got? We got a lot to do. We get up here and park this thing, and I'll pull up the map. I mean, we're only in day 7 of autumn. It's a lot of hectares there. So if we look at harvested, we've got left to harvest 2 fields over here. All these little fields down here. We're working on 2 right now. We've got 3, 13, 9, 11, 14, 16, 15, 17, 18, 19, 6, 25. All the rest of the 20s. So a fair number of fields. Yeah, I noticed that. Oakfield's got himself a couple big fields. Have you went on the Nuggets? I was just exploring the map and I found myself a whole bunch of nuggets already. Find the castle, you're gonna find a whole boatload of nuggets up in there.
Is that the map that you were having trouble handing the nuggets on earlier?
No, that was Skelton, which I've got a story for tomorrow. Basically discovered why it was hard to find the nuggets.
So they don't have them on that map?
Pretty much. We found 9. No, we found 10, but I couldn't get to 10 because it was too far behind, too far back in the shelf. And so after the stream, I pulled it up in the editor, moved that trigger a little bit so I could get it. And while I was there, I'm like, well, heck, let's just see where the rest are, just for fun. And there's 11 nuggets on the map. So we found all but one. And so I sent them an email and I said, I think you all may have gotten sidetracked and forgot to put the nuggets on the map because there's only 11. And they kind of said, yeah, they were going to get that taken care of. We run along the Stroby border. We'll have straight lines.
Does your Geo run that direction? Your GPS, I mean?
I didn't set it up yet. If you want to set one up, you can. Let's have a little debate since we're talking food. Which is better? Whopper? The Big Mac? Or Wendy's, what is it? The whatever Wendy's is noted for. Square patties. Baconator. We'll call it the Baconator.
That's no fair putting bacon on it. That tilts the scales.
Oh, well, that means that, that just means that Wendy's had it right to begin with.
I would go Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's in that order. But you put bacon on it and that changes things.
Yeah, throw Hardee's into the mix, and then Hardee's will be number one for me.
They don't have Hardee's by here.
That's no fair either.
Roy Rogers. They have Roy Rogers up there?
They do, I'm not a fan. Put Arby's in the mix. I like Arby's.
Arby's has the meat. It's their commercial, right?
You should hear my little boy doing the impersonation of that commercial. Arby's, we have the meat.
Actually, you know what I think fast food company has good burgers is Checkers.
I've never had a Checkers.
Have you had Rallies?
No.
Same thing. Really.
They are. I don't understand the fascination with Chick-fil-A. The ones by us are always jam-packed. You can't get in there at all during lunch. I'm like, people, it's just a chicken sandwich, man.
They got a really good spicy chicken sandwich, though. I don't care for the waffle fries.
I think we might have made it.
Yeah,
I missed the row though.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think the edge of the field was as straight as we thought it was. Maybe Rubber Burner doesn't do such a good job going straight.
No, when I came up here, my GPS wasn't, parallel to the field edges, so I had to play with the angle adjustment.
Cal's is asking what Roy Rogers is. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like a. It's not a Hardee's, but they've got fried chicken, so it's kind of like a burger / Kentucky Fried Chicken joint. But their biggest claim is their Fixins bar, where you get the burger, and it's basically you go to the Fixins bar and you add all your vegetables and toppings. Also wondering what's our take on who has the better fries, Burger King, Wendy's, or McDonald's?
Of the three, probably McDonald's.
See, I'll go for Wendy fries.
Do they have the Taco Bell nacho fries out anywhere else, or is that just by me?
Then you got Arby's curly fries. I guess they can be thrown in the mix.
I get the cakes from Arby's, the potato cakes.
Are they like big hash rounds?
Yes.
Oh, well, this is more like...
I think if you get Checkers or Rally's fries that are made right, like you got somebody that actually cares whether the fries taste good, they're probably some of the best ones you can get.
Five Guys fries.
I wasn't impressed with Five Guys.
Oh, I love Five Guys.
You only get a lunch bag full of French fries when you ask for small.
Yeah, you get a lot, but I just...
So it's more like you order a quarter-pound bacon cheeseburger, and that's all you get. You get bread on the bottom, meat, cheese, bacon, and bread on the top. And then you go to the fixin' area, and you can lather on your... you can layer on your lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, your sauces, your ketchup, your mustards. They've got a special Roy Rogers sauce, which is kind of like Arby's sauce.
Jay, do they have any Cincinnati chili places by you? You're kind of close to that area, aren't you?
I'm about 3.5 hours from there. No, I can't say as I've seen it.
Like
But then I'm driving 30 minutes to go to like a big restaurant anyways.
Love me some Cincinnati style chili.
What's Cincinnati style chili?
It's typically served over pasta, and it's got a different spice profile. It's actually made, there's unsweetened chocolate in it. It's a different taste.
Sounds like it. Hey, for Joel, I haven't seen a FS19 video. You know, links. It needs to be admins, or not admins, but mods or admins can post a link. So it would kick you back.
Our KFC / Taco Bell was not the most amazing fast food place ever. The chicken tastes like tacos, and the tacos, I don't know, they tasted like grease.
We're privileged. We get our own KFC and our own Taco Bell in different buildings.
Yeah, our Taco Bell is separate now. Same building, well, a new building, but
Jimmy John's. I've got mixed feelings about them.
That's my least favorite sub place out of all of them. No, actually, I think Jersey Mike's is my least favorite.
My best sub place has got to be the Firehouse guys.
Yes, absolutely. That cheddar brisket sandwich is amazing over there.
We went to Jimmy John's, and I'm looking at the menu. I'm like thinking, this is like ham or turkey or chicken breast, or this is like a normal sandwich.
Even just the ham and turkey sandwiches at Firehouse is good. The hook and ladder, I guess.
We don't go there too often, but when we do, it's always, man, why don't we come here more often? Type of a thing. Good Mood talks about going to Hardee's after church, and made me think, back when I was growing up, I was pretty sure that there was like a fried chicken war between Roy Rogers and Hardee's as who had the better chicken.
You know who I think's got the best chicken, and if you're not from Maryland, you won't get it, but Royal Farms has got amazing fried chicken.
I mean,
Royal Farms, for the records, folks, is a gas station.
I haven't seen them.
we have a Cash Saver Foods not far from me, and they have probably the best fried chicken. Maybe KFC is better if it's a good KFC.
It's fresh.
Yeah. The Cash Saver's like a discount grocery store. Man, they can make some good chicken.
Little Caesars, huh?
Caesars.
Cows Go Moose, talk about Little Caesars.
Us?
Yeah. He says, then we started going to Little Caesars, then they all closed. Then I was old enough parents who couldn't force me to go to church anymore.
Oh, okay, I see it now. It was buried. Pizza, man. I don't know about anywhere else, but down here, it's about the worst tasting thing ever. It's like cardboard.
I agree.
Cardboard and grease cheese is not real, you know,
It's sub Domino's, and that's pretty bad.
yeah, it's like, you know, $5 for a pizza, and it's like, well, I'll keep my $5 and I'll go get something else.
You ever been to Alito's, being from Maryland?
No? No, I haven't I haven't lived in Maryland for like, I don't know, close to 30 years, so.
Alito's was around since the 50s, so.
Maybe it's just not in the area I'm from.
What part of Maryland were you from?
Frederick County. It's,
Okay.
east or west of, DC, west of Baltimore.
Yep.
I think we'll finish this off and get on the corn.
I hope they did back there by all those fingers and we don't have to do any of that.
Oh, wrong field. Hey, GTX, what's up? Oh, it did hold it all.
You jumping trucks already?
No, I had to bring the semi over here because the overloader's full. I was driving first person and I saw a harvester and I thought that was the harvester I had left over by the overloader, but it was a different one. I haven't crashed this stream yet. I see Spectre and I are going to be playing chicken. Should be getting pretty close to your, you getting a wheel, right?
Yeah, they told us what our bonuses were today, and they're not going to cut the checks till the end of the month, but...
Oh, so you got a whole month you have to wait.
No, I'll just go ahead and do it.
What's a bonus?
something
20
that you'll never earn.
Who let Kiwi in?
It's that thing that some companies give their employees, but I've never heard of in my life.
I can, if we max out on our bonuses, and it's based on sales growth, profitability, and a couple other things, I can get 22.5% of my salary.
Very nice. Oh, hey RC UK, how you doing? What's the Kiwi doing?
Watching the Sevens.
Simpsons?
Sevens.
I know what that is.
Rugby.
Oh, that's like football with a weird shaped football.
Yeah, they go to Vegas towards the end of the year. They do Australia, New Zealand, then I can't remember where else they go. They did Australia last weekend and now they're in New Zealand this weekend. By the way, Klein, the Winter Olympics start this week.
Yeah.
You gonna watch any of it?
Oh, probably not. The mere reason that American TV just completely butchers the Olympics. My opinion. First off, what is it? Is it in China or somewhere?
No, Korea.
That's close enough. So, there's this giant time delay. So,
Yeah.
given the social media and everything, it'll be near impossible to not know what's going on.
Yeah.
And even if you can manage to avoid social media, the news networks and the media network that's even carrying the Olympics doesn't know how to keep their mouth shut. So they'll spoil the surprise before you ever even get a chance of watching something. So all they'll end up having during any time that you can actually watch something is going to be like highlight clips.
Yeah.
And the chance of actually watching an entire event from start to finish and see actually most of the competitors is going to be near impossible.
Yeah.
Unless you stay up and actually watch one of the few things they actually broadcast live, but then they'll go through so many commercial breaks it'll be so painful.
That we're gonna win all the medals anyway, so.
This is UMRV, RC UK, which is Upper Mississippi River Valley. But it's free to air over in the States, isn't it, Fly?
It's what? Free?
Is it free to air or is it on your pay channels?
Yeah, they'll have it on free. They'll have it on, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be available for anybody that has, in theory, anyone that has an aerial, you could probably maybe get it.
Yeah.
It's going to be all over the, it's internet coverage and everything. I was thinking about putting a channel in Discord just for the Olympics, just for people that are wanting to talk about it, just to have all that discussion in one location.
Yeah, just to keep it out of the main chat.
Yeah, and if you don't want a spoiler, or you don't want, then you just don't look in the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Field 30.
The only thing I really want to watch is probably the luge and the bobsled, and maybe even the hockey, because I want to see how the how the US and Canada do, because they're not having any of the NHL players in the teams.
Oh, really? They're not doing pros?
Nah,
No pro athletes allowed?
no pro athletes allowed, because the NHL went No, we don't want our team because it's in the middle of the seasons for them.
Just ignore the fact I drove through a fence.
They doing the same thing for basketball in the summer?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what they should do. Like that's how stupid it really is.
That's the way it is. Like with baseball, you don't have pro athletes doing the baseball during the summer.
Yeah. Hey, cows go moo. We don't steal anything from from Australia. Don't get me started on that, by the way, cows go moo.
I still like this trailer. When I unload, you can see the suspension shifting on the trailer.
So have you filmed your map tour video yet, Klein?
No, what do you think? I got all the world and the time in the world? I had about, I don't know, 15 minutes to look around.
Oh, okay.
I was checking that other map that showed up today. That was a disappointment.
Oh, the one that's the absolutely buried because of Oak Trails dropping.
Yeah, it's in the beta section. It looks nice, but I got frame problems all over the place with that thing.
Yeah, they push about a stupid hose having problems, and then they let that through. In the beta section, it's like guys need to back up their ideas. You can't let one thing. You can let you can let some stuff through, but then you let maps that have frame problems even into the beta section. It's like double standards, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a PC player, you may only get things from the mod hub because you're concerned about quality or whatever.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, there's some really good quality maps out there that never make it to the mod hub for various reasons. But not necessarily because of quality.
Yeah. Oh, I think I can say this publicly. The John Deere 6000, I mean, was stolen. Apparently, that John Deere that we don't on the mod hub today.
6010.
Yeah, was apparently stolen according to people in the Giants Discord.
Oh, really? I guess that's going to get pulled.
So if you guys want it, download it quickly, because I don't think I'll be there by, say, Tuesday.
Was it actually a good John Deere mod? We were just talking about how most of the John Deere mods are terrible.
Well, not really. Like, it looks like a John Deere. But the image, this is the thing, it's hard to tell unless you download it and have a look around it. It's hard to say whether it's a good John Deere mod. Like that's probably why when I decide to do a John Deere farm, probably when Philip Bill's America map comes out. I'll probably come to you guys and ask you what you guys recommend in John Deere mods. Because my quality control is not good when it comes to mods.
I looked at it. I thought the exhaust looked a little weird. As far as how it was modeled compared to the rest of the tractor, the exhaust looked a little low res, maybe. And then The textures on the outside aren't too bad. They're kind of dirty, even when they're clean, so they kind of look old. Thought it was fine. I don't know if I'd necessarily use it, but I don't think it was seen worse. Got a big head start.
Yeah, I'll be done with the field by the time you get done here. You know how long it's taking me to drive this far?
As long as it's taking me to unload that cart of grain. Yeah. I'd say a lot of the John Deeres that are part of the UMRV pack were pretty decent. There's some decent John Deeres over at American Eagles Modding. The 9R that I'm using here is from over there. Supposedly there's a couple variants of that 9R that are floating around where somebody stripped out a bunch of extra stuff and made the file size a lot smaller, and supposedly it doesn't have a big hit on frames, I guess, on lower end systems, but I haven't tried. Here are two of the headers. The other header's back with the other harvester.
We should move them out onto the road.
I'd say hide them under the water plane over by the cow farm, but everyone would peg me for doing that.
I'm gonna say, what's Doughboy's favorite vehicle?
His favorite vehicle would probably be one of the Rockhound John Deeres on this map, I would say.
So maybe we go bury one of the Rockhound John Deere's with the harvester headers that we're not using. Make it so he has to move about, all three headers before he can get out. Well, he'd have no reason to be in a tractor now anyway, because all we're doing is harvesting, right?
That's all he wants to do right now is harvest. Oh, I'm up to the top of field 23.
Yeah, and I just finished 30, so.
Oh, it's only 7,000 liters of grain, and it's a pretty poor yield.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
You ever gonna sell off some of this grain or what?
Yeah, we will. we should have better prices toward the end of the autumn. I was figuring we'd harvest until we couldn't harvest, and then maybe start sell stuff. So if we run out of stuff to do with Field 30 being harvested, then maybe we'll sell some grain until things are ready to harvest again. But we do have rain in the forecast, so when we have wet crop, we could sell grain.
So if we go on a big selling spree all at once, those prices aren't going to stay good for long.
No, but when I shut the server down and restart it, they'll bounce right back. It's just like if you, I'm sure you noticed that if you do a massive sell-off on single player, save the game and exit, when you reopen it, it's like you never sold anything. Because the price is right back where it was before. So there's no field entrance over here. I don't know if
the overloader and the semi?
No, I just got the semi. The overloader's still up there. Let me get the semi. Oh, I found a field entrance. Here I come. Oh, I couldn't jump in it because you're in it. Okay. Why can I jump in the claws?
Apparently I'm going to take the long way down there too.
You're staying well behind again today.
Yeah. I need to check and see if I'm on like normal latency or what. Only got 0.1% dropped frames, so it wasn't a buffering issue. They were buffering me. So I figure when we have wet crop between now and the end of autumn, we'll sell grain. Then at some point, I suspect we'll run out of fields to harvest. Then we'll sell grain until we've sold it all off and made millions.
And then move.
Yeah, then we're going to move to Pennsylvania.
Is that where that is?
Yep.
In theory?
Clover. Yep, there are Pennsylvania road signs. It's a Pennsylvanian map.
What do you think of Tazewell County?
Oh, that was pretty good. If I was looking for a map to play, I'd probably play it. I'm hooked up on maps, so I'm not really not looking to play it, but nothing wrong with it. You know, it's got a few quirks where you need to, not like bad quirks, but just a few gameplay quirks where you need to understand that you can't plant every crop that's available to you because the sell point only sells 3, which is apparently indicative to that area. So if you're going to play it realistic to the area, then you're only going to be planting, I think it's corn, soybeans, and wheat. But if you want to plant other stuff, you could still feed it to your pigs if you had pigs, but you just couldn't sell off your excess unless you.
Yeah, you could always put a modded sell point in. But
Yeah, unless you either modded the sell point that's there or put your. Yeah, I like how it's realistic from the standpoint that it's Google Earth as far as field layouts and irregular shaped fields and the grass waterways and everything. So, I said if I was looking for a map to play, that might be an option. Would probably be fairly high on my list, but you know, already starting Midtown, so I've got that. Going back to Churn to finish it up, so I got that. And I want to do that Rathlin Island. Got plans for that one. Next map that I'm going to do. Then with our multiplayer stuff. Oh, I filled up. There just isn't time in my day to hit them all. It's cows go moose syndrome.
Cows Go Moose says that Pennsylvania's only got coal and chocolate. They've got copy paper. From Dunder Mifflin.
So I think I see part of what Doughboy and Rubber Burner were all about last stream. We have creatively parked some trucks.
Where do you see that?
On my stream over at the cow farm.
Oh, yeah. See, while those guys were goofing off, I was out here working.
Just got a great demand for oat. That's not so. Do a little jumping. And then they decide to park the truck in the poo pit.
Such immaturity, I tell you.
I think Tazewell County might make a decent multiplayer. not a lot of room for. There's not like a whole bunch of extra farms. I think that's the map that had a bunch of what I call non-player farms, where there's just deco farms you really couldn't use. Just fairly big fields.
Have you looked at the multiplayer management stuff from, is it LS that did all that?
I looked at it about a month and a half ago. I haven't looked at it since they made it to the mod hub to see how different it is from that vision. That's what I was planning on using for Clover Creek. Almost flew off the edge of the map. Still over there working?
Nope.
This truck's got almost 3 hours on it, and you know what? I don't think we've used it at all for any real farming.
Hmm.
3 hours of jumping in the last few months. Who'd have thought when we planted that big grass field, we basically planted it to have ourselves a nice landing pad. Alright guys, well thanks for coming out and watching. I'll be back on Skeleton Farms tomorrow. That is the not quite yet released map from Mapper's Paradise. That is the Cancer Charity map. I did ask them if they could give me kind of an update as to where we were with that map as far as the approval process. They're telling me that the map is uploaded to Giants for review. Haven't seen it show up in the testing thread, but the thread's not been updated for a few days, so we'll see where it shows up next week. And I don't know when that map is coming out, other than it's the information that I've got, which is shared with you. I'll be giving you some more information tomorrow related to what I found out about the nuggets on the map. If you remember last week, we were hunting nuggets and got a little stumped as to where they were. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. I want to thank you for coming out and watching. If you liked the video, please click the like button. If you're not a subscriber and you want more of this crazy wacko fun, go ahead and hit subscribe. We do multiplayer on UMRV every Wednesday and Friday typically. GTX. Do I know when they uploaded it? I don't know when they uploaded the most recent version. No. I've heard stories that it's been uploaded a few times. I know it got kicked back a couple times. Once because it had some logos and some names of some YouTube folks on it. Oh, watch out, cows. Failed on our truck. Alright, guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Ooh.
How did you